In all settings where employees need guidance and supervision, effective supervisors are necessary. A skilled supervisor is able to communicate and solve problems. If you want to be a good leader and get the most out of your employees, you need to know their strengths and needs. There needs to be a clear set of expectations. So, we are going to watch about the how to be an effective supervisor.
Method 1. Gaining credibility. First is have faith in yourself.
Don't let yourself believe that bosses never make mistakes. Nobody expects you to be perfect except yourself. Cut yourself a little slack, but then commit yourself to doing the best you can.
Step 2. Lead by example.
Remember not to let your newfound power go to your head. It's important to give your employees a good example of model behavior. Just because you are in charge does not mean you no longer have to abide by the rules.
Step 3. Be consistent.
Always treat employees fairly, and don't favor one over another. Be sure to always lay out the rules and expectations to new employees.
Step 4. Be willing to change.
Good supervisors can't be completely stuck in their ways. They need to be willing to recognize when a specific approach isn't working. Some employees flourish under hands-on management, while others may benefit from more freedom.
Finally, be accountable.
As the supervisor, you are responsible for your whole team. If you miss a deadline or lose a client, don't point fingers and blame others for the mistake. Instead, evaluate the role you played, admit your own mistakes, and come up with a plan.
Method 2. Getting the most out of your team. First is communicate effectively.
Communication is vital to good leadership. You need to communicate your expectations clearly. Strictly giving orders without listening can erode worker commitment and enthusiasm.
Step 2. Set reasonable expectations.
You can't expect perfection out of your employees, so don't over-expect them. Take the time to talk to your employees about your expectations and get their feedback.
Step 3. Delegate responsibilities.
As a supervisor, it's impossible for you to do everything yourself. You need to be able to trust your employees to take care of things without you. You may have to give up a little control, but you will have more time to focus.
Step 4. Reward accomplishments.
Some supervisors feel threatened by successful employees. This will only hinder your ability to be an effective supervisor. You should be proud of your high-performing employees, not jealous.
Step 5. Encourage growth.
Use employee reviews as an opportunity to both praise your employees for their strengths and to offer constructive criticism on what they can do better. Part of being an effective manager is assisting employees to transform their weaknesses into competencies.
Finally, confront conflict.
Your employees will not respect you if they see you as someone who runs away in the face of conflict. Always focus on objective observations and avoid making accusations.
Method 3. Meeting the demands. First is don't procrastinate.
Procrastination is bad when employees do it, but it's even worse when supervisors do it. As a leader, you need to make a plan for tackling a project as soon as possible.
Step 2. Find solutions.
Being an effective problem solver means staying focused on the facts of the situation. Avoid focusing on emotions and blame. Think of the necessary steps for helping employees regain composure and resume the task at hand.
Step 3. Challenge yourself.
Good leaders should always be looking for new ways to challenge themselves. Encourage employees to do the same by offering them the opportunity to work on projects that are unfamiliar to them.
Step 4. Set goals.
Be sure to listen to your team if they tell you the goals are not attainable. There's no reason a goal can't be modified. Create specific deadlines or targets for your employees.
Step 5. Be supportive.
The importance of feedback cannot be overstated. Make sure you let your employees know how they are doing, whether good or bad.
Step 6. Streamline processes.
Automate menial tasks whenever possible, encouraging employees to focus more on productive and engaging projects. Create systems to save employees time on a task and/or to eliminate errors. Create documents that outline employee responsibilities.
Finally, be resilient.
Keep in mind that negative energy will trickle down to your entire team. Try not to take failures too personally. Instead, learn from them and apply that knowledge to your next project.
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.